Mama Cole, aka Sister Cole. How are you guys doing? I hope that you had a beautiful, wonderful, prosperous day. Over here, you know what I like to do. I like to cook, I like to clean, do hauls, lookbooks, give a great reviews, clean. I mean, over here, I just life. I do it all. I just life. If this is something that you feel that you would like, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, I just found now I'm sitting up here doing all this talking and was not recording anything. That's so annoying. All right, but anywho, okay, so I hope I can just remember everything. It was so perfect. All right, anyway, so I was watching Money Making Monique. I was watching one of her videos today, one of her vlogs, right? And she was just talking about family, and just being frustrated and just the whole family dynamics, how it can be difficult sometimes. And she's not alone, because guess what? We all have or is experiencing similar situations, right? There's some point and sometime in probably all of our lives where we have family issues, where we can't get along, where there's bickering, problems, situation, and all of that. This is a time of the year where family is coming together, for Christmas, all the beautiful holidays and coming together. And then sometimes that togetherness just ends into a big mess. I mean, a big mess. Arguing, throwing food. I mean, just getting out of pocket. You understand? And I'm telling you guys that the reason why this happens is because a lot of times we do not set boundaries when it comes to family members. We do not set boundaries. And what do I mean when I say we don't set boundaries? What I mean is that we feel just because it's our brother or sister or mother or uncle, we feel that we could say whatever we want to say, how we want to say it, because of blood. That's my relative. Like being blood related means that, like, gives us a license to be able to say what we want to each other without having boundaries, which is like a no-no. If anything, we need to have boundaries when it comes to family members. Let me tell you, family is a gift from God. We need each other. It's a must. At the end of the day, when certain situations going on in our life, it's like the people that really will be left in our corner is family. Now, I'm not going to say that this is with every family. Sometimes certain things has happened and perhaps it has destroyed the family dynamics, and it's a rough time. I understand that some family members, it's a rough time, but let me tell you something. As long as you have breath, you have hope to be able to repair relationships with the family. And what we need to keep in mind, or what we need to know, is boundaries is very important. We don't get a pass because it's my mother, my brother, my sister. No, we do not get a pass, okay? When I say set boundaries, we have to understand that there is a way to have a relationship with our family, you understand, without getting involved with their personal lives, their personal decisions. I had to learn that. I had to learn that I did not have the right, you understand, to tell family members, what, when, where, and how. Oh, you shouldn't do this. Why are you doing that? I was out of pocket. It was not my place. You understand? Even if their lifestyle was different, the choices that they made, that is totally up to them. My job is to be the best sister or brother or auntie, you understand, or mother that I can, because I don't have the right. Being blood related does not give me the right, you understand, to feel like I can impose my views, my ideology, you understand, what I would do on others or the family members. And that's the big mistake that some of us make in families, because we don't have boundaries and we cross every boundary that we would not do, say if it was a co-worker, or a friend down the street or something like that. When it comes to having relationships with other people, we're reserved, because we understand that there's just certain things that's not our business. There's certain things we are not allowed to have an opinion on, or at least an opinion that we share. You know what I'm saying? And we have to do the same thing when it comes to family. We have to learn how to have relationships with our family without crossing the boundaries. No, we don't get to say, oh, you understand, if that was me, I would do such and such, or why are you doing that? Or why are you, no, we don't get to do that. And that, you see, I'm telling you, this right here is what causes the big problem in the big situation, is when we feel that we have rights to say what we want, to give unwanted opinions. We have to treat family members and respect family members, respect each other just like we do non-family members. I had to learn to have a relationship with family members without, you understand, projecting or demanding my personal views and my personal opinion. And once, and I had to eat my piece of the pie. Did they have to eat their piece of the pie? Yes. But I had to eat my piece of the pie, meaning I had to find out what problem am I posing to this situation? What am I contributing to a bad relationship with my family members? And this is a big thing that I learned, was boundaries. Having boundaries. I can have a relationship with my family. You understand? You can have a relationship with your family by doing what? By just not having an unwanted opinion. Sometimes when our family members talk to us, sometimes they just want you to listen. That's it. Or sometimes they may just want you to help them figure out something. And that figuring out something don't mean that you figure out what works for you, or how you would do, because how you would do it and the choices that you make may not be what they like. So sometimes we just have to be quiet and just listen. You understand? Sometimes you just help them figure out what it is that they want or what they need by allowing them to verbalize and talk. And you just kind of like, yeah, okay, well, I get it. Oh, if that's, by adding an unbiased, solution, or an unbiased opinion, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we have to learn as family. I find that there's just no boundaries. And when there's no boundaries, it's like gushing water. Just gushing water. It's like everything is mixed up, everything is just out of control, because you got Aunt Johnny saying this and Aunt Sue saying that, and then somebody's telling you need to do this, and then somebody's telling you need to do that. And then when that happens, all of a sudden they get mad. And then when they get mad, 10 years down the line, they're remembering what you did, what you didn't, and then there's no forgiveness. It's just a big mess. But when we can stop and hold accountability to what we do wrong, what we bring to the table that is wrong, when we can be mature and act accordingly, then we can repair, and we can have great relationships one with another. I firmly believe that building relationships with your family, keeping relationships with your family, and working hard to keep relationships with your family, I firmly believe it's very important, right? However, there are times, perhaps, when maybe it can't be repaired. Maybe, you just, no matter what you do, you just can't get along. If that's the case, then maybe you need to give space, give that person time. Maybe you do need to remove yourself, you understand, from the situation until, it calms down. And then you work at it with wisdom. with a goal set. You understand? And with boundaries. When you realize that you cannot tell people, family, what to do, when to do it, how to do it. When you understand that the way they live and the way that you live is 2 or 3 different things. And when you learn to respect others and family members' lifestyle, you may not like it, but you respect it because there's boundaries there. And because that boundary is that, you guys get what I'm saying? So, and this works both ways. And sometimes you got to put on your big girl panties, your big boy boxers, and you just got to be like, you know something? I don't agree. I didn't do this. I didn't do X, Y, Z. But guess what? I'm just going to be the grown person in situation. And I'm just going to act accordingly. I'm going to act accordingly. I'm not going to stoop to this person's level. I'm not going to stoop to name calling, scheming, conniving. I'm not going to stoop to being jealous, envious. You understand? No, I'm not going to stoop to that because I understand family is very, very important, right? I'm going to walk away when I know that there's time to walk away. I'm going to walk back in when I know that there's time to walk back in. And another thing, you have to know how to keep certain relationships that you have with different people. You have to learn how to keep them apart. Do you understand? Because sometimes we just do stuff all wrong. Sometimes we could have our family, then we have our loved ones, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, because no matter what relationship you're in, it takes a lot of work. Then sometimes we could be in a relationship, say we have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Sometimes we starve the family relationship and we be all into the lover's relationship. And then like next thing you know, the family relationship starts to get, upset and hurt because you're neglecting them because you don't put all you understand what I'm saying? So we got to learn how to act accordingly and to manage all the different relationships that we have, because all of them have a residence in our life. All of them are important to us, or else we wouldn't be having the relationships. So we have to know how to separate these relationships so that we can manage the relationship and so that we don't, you understand, damage all relationships that are involved. I could go on and on and on this topic. And maybe the next time I'll do part 2. But out of this part, I want you to understand exactly what I'm saying. What I am saying is, in regards to our family, we have to make sure that we deal with each other with boundaries. Don't give opinions that are unwanted. Don't say things that you understand that is going to offend, the other person, the other family member. Be respectful at all times. Have those boundaries set into place so that you don't be like running water and just cause havoc within the whole relationship. Okay? So I've said something that you got an understanding from. I hope that I did. Let me know in the comments below. You agree, disagree? Did you get anything? Do you want to rebuttal something? Whatever the case may be, put it in the comments below. And don't forget that you're blessed and highly favored.